Alright, welcome back to Taste Panel for Chili Nerds. Guys, this is episode 283 with leaves tickling my neck here. Jay,
Tis the season,
I think we are a little close to the treat today. But anyway, guys, hey, Jay back. We did, last time that him and I were together, we did the angry chili sauce, one of Jay's sauces. As I am such a spoiled brat, I didn't think that was very fair, Jay, so now we have to do one of mine.
So, just like, oh,
yeah,
gotta one-up me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, anyway, guys, that is not true, but it is true. Today we are doing one of my sauces. This one, guys, Cloudberry Habanero Luxury Sauce. You can take a look at that right there. Okay, Jay, this guy here was kind of inspired by my New England life of the early 2000s. Guys, this is driving me crazy. I'm going to have to go a little bit here. Man, this is technical difficulties, guys. Okay, well, anyway, in the early 2000s, I lived in New England, lived near a Scandinavian specialty shop. Okay, and through that I was introduced to cloudberries, or a cloudberry in the form of a preserve. Fell in love with that stuff, guys. Never saw that before. That's why I bought it. Used to get it all the time up there. Came back to PA and forgot about it. And then, with the sauce making and everything going on, always looking for new and creative ideas. The cloudberry once again crossed my mind. Not an easy thing to find in like a fresh form. No. Because it's, as I understand, it's kind of an Arctic climate thing. Yeah. So anyway, I figured that my recollection of cloudberries were something that was kind of a good sweet berry. I felt it would work well with the fruitiness of orange habaneros. So I decided to throw this thing together. Ingredients here, Jay and everybody. Have some orange habs in here, as I said. Apples going on in here, some cantaloupe. Had again cloudberry preserves going on in here. Lots of kind of chunky. Lots of the cloudberries still present in that. Fresh onions, fresh garlic, some spices going on, some vinegar, and some cracked black pepper and salt. So kind of keeping it a little simple here, Jay. But utilizing kind of playing some fruits off of the fruitiness again of those orange habaneros. So, all right, hey, I'll tell you what. Why don't you do the honors as who wants to grade their own sauce, right? So it's always good, though. Sometimes, guys, I sit down, do my own sauces as kind of a solo flight. Always good to have somebody here to share that with, and that way you kind of get an unbiased opinion of things.
You definitely get a fruity note off the bat, and then it seems to be, you can pick up the garlic and onion and just the cracked black pepper. You just smell that like little bit of peppery note, but you definitely have, I don't want to say it smells heaty, but you do have that habanero, you're like, ooh,
peppers
coming through, definitely.
Yeah.
There is like a fruity, like sweet, like taste to it, so to say.
With a certain, definitely picking up a kind of a pepper pungency. Kind of, that's the last thing that kind of hits the nose.
Yeah, you get all the fruit, and then it's like boom.
Yeah. So it has a combination of fruit and savory flavors. So all right, hey, take a spoon, and guys, we'll see where this goes and see what it tastes like. All right. So get a pour here, guys. I did have this refrigerated.
You got a good body.
Kind of it has a bit of a gelatinous type of look to it. Pretty easy pour there. Color again, kind of like a yellow orangish in color. Again, wanted that type of effect used pretty. Oh, hey, I also have some bell peppers in here, Jay. Let's say some orange bell pepper. Speaking of the color. All right, so hey, 1, 2, 3. Okay, Jay, I'll let you speak first.
Like off the bat, you get like a nice a nice fruitiness, and then you get like a nice warming glow. You definitely taste the garlic and onion and cracked pepper. It leaves like a nice, I don't want to say sticky, but you have like a nice like fruity appeal to your lips, to your mouth.
That sticky kind of, it's
you know what I mean? Like, you know how fruit is, how it has
yes,
like a little bit of stick to it, you know? Like,
yeah, it's almost kind of, in the beginning, guys, you can see that now how it's pouring there, pouring relatively easy there. Kind of from medium to thick in body there. Yeah, fruit kind of giving it almost a little bit of a sugary note. That could possibly be because, again, I was, with the advent of using a preserve, there's probably sugar present in the actual jelly. So I didn't add any sugar of my own here, but certainly getting a fruity sweetness up front.
I got a nice like rolling heat like all across my lips, my tongue, around my gums. Definitely in the back of the throat too. Like,
I'm finding this one biting my tongue.
Yeah,
part, in the lower, just kind of like not really my gum line, but the behind the lip area on the lower part here. That could be because I bit my lip earlier too, so you know.
Well, no, I definitely feel it across the lips. Now that has, I mean, for habaneros, it's not over like the top. You know what I mean? It's not like real heaty. It has like good flavor.
I mean, the point being here, what I was shooting here for, Jay, cloudberries. Guys, cloudberries are not a cheap thing, first of all. So, you know, if I was to, I didn't want to overkill the sauce with pepper flavor, which, you know, you get a lot of habaneros together, it's going to be a dominant thing, and it's going to, I wanted you to be able to actually taste those things.
Oh, yeah.
So, the point being was perhaps if we had to sacrifice a few peppers within the sauce itself in order to, you know, get that mix of cloudberry flavors in there, along with the habaneros. But at the end, the black pepper and habanero flavors definitely certainly coming into play.
Yeah, I like the black pepper just because it like after the habanero subsides, you have like that fresh cracked pepper flavor.
Yes. I sometimes though, I'll tell you, and honestly, when you have some good fresh habaneros, while they are kind of have that citrusy tang going on. Sometimes habaneros tend to have almost a black pepper astringency that settles down almost in their own right. So between the black pepper and that, sometimes I have a hard time differentiating just what is what.
Pepper's what.
But I guess at the bottom, at the end of the day, you know, the black pepper flavor is sort of what's lingering as astringency in the back. Yeah, guys, hey, Cloudberry habanero luxury sauce. Again, not shooting for something over the top in heat, but more, again, a balance of flavor there. So,
it's definitely good. It has like that note where you can just eat it again and again, like, you know, like repetitively, like you can just, you know, dash that on like anything. It has a lot of flavor, nice substantial heat.
Yes, it has the type of note where Jay is ready to chug the rest of the bottle.
I don't know about the whole bottle, but I was like thinking again of like, you know, having some more. It just has like that, like, you know, like, I don't want to say that addictiveness, but it has that flavor where you could just keep eating it and it wouldn't be like repetitive. It wouldn't be like too overwhelming or too under. It's just like right on.
Now, Jay, do you think it would be safe to say that as we get older, our sauces just keep getting better? I mean, is it safe? Is it safe to
the more you play around, the more you learn, you know, what goes good with this, and then once you have an understanding of like your peppers, you know, like if you would take just, you know, like say 60 habaneros and grind them up and try to make a sauce with it, it's going to be overwhelming. But if you know, take your seed casings out and use your peppers and then maybe add some of the casing in to change the heat, or just give, you know, it depends what you're doing. If you're trying to give the pepper its own flavor on itself,
Now I'm trying to give us big heads here, and you're answering this seriously.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you gotta love that. I mean,
yeah. Well, I mean, with me, the more I do play around, the better my sauces come out because I'm always constantly trying new things. But if you're if you like throw together some habaneros, some Cloudberry, well, like what you did here, like it's really hard to pull off like a good sauce, like with those ingredients versus either making it too overwhelming or too underwhelming.
Right, right.
Like
there's a lot of gray matter or X factors involved.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, with any, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, if we're gonna play it really simple, like a Louisiana style, where you have 3 basic ingredients, it's easier to mix and balance those ingredients than it ever is with a sauce with multiple ingredients.
Oh yeah, well, especially with fruit. I mean, fruit is. I mean, to me, fruit is really hard to pull off in a sauce because you don't want it like an applesauce where it's like overly sweet.
Right.
You're like, oh, what is this? You know, or too pulpy, and you don't want it to be too overwhelmingly hot and then sweet at the end. You know, you got to kind of.
Yep.
You got to balance your notes, so to say. Like you got to know where the equal is. Like, hey, this would be the right amount for this versus But it is all trial and error.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's what makes or breaks your sauce.
Oh yeah, definitely. So. I made plenty of sauces where they didn't really make it out of the pan. Like I was just like, nope, I ain't gonna.
Right.
But that's me. I wouldn't serve or give someone something that I personally did not like or I didn't approve of. I mean, once in a while I'll have like a family member at the house like try it, like, I'm not really digging it. And then if that's on me, then I end up usually pitching it or starting over or trying to reconcile, like, hey, where did I go wrong here?
Right. What's the good thing is, you have your sauces that really turn out great, and then again, like you say, you have your hits, you have your misses. This type of thing. But it's all part of the learning experience. Well,
experimenting is the best thing.
Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't just say go out and try it. But if you like hot sauces and read up, or you say you like tangerines, they might pair well with jalapenos and you figure out like your medium and play around, and from there you build sauces and you can make all kinds of stuff. I mean, sky's the limit. I mean, but you gotta try. I mean, some things might sound crazy, but
like, you don't try, you don't know.
But I mean, there's a lot of things that I had. I was like, I don't know about eating that. That's kind of crazy. And I'm like, wow, that is amazing, And it's like, why didn't I try that, or why didn't I think of that? Of like all the years of doing this, like it's amazing.
Hey, wise words on hot sauce, guys. We'll be back 8 to 10. Cloudberry Habanero Luxury. Hey, don't go anywhere. Hey, welcome back to the panel. Here again, me and Jay with Cloudberry Habanero Luxury. I'll walk this up one more time. There you have it. You can see the pour. You can see the colors. So, all right, Jay. What I have going on, heat was there on the tongue, but kind of dies down relatively quickly on this guy. A little warmth going on is about it. Kind of left with the kind of an oregano-ish black pepper flavor. Oregano being one of the spices I did put in here, guys. Kind of almost Italian seasoning mixed with some black pepper going on. Slight, maybe a little tiny bit of salt hanging in on the tongue.
Yeah, I just got like a nice, like very mildly warmy like glow throughout my mouth. I definitely get the black pepper. I do have like a tang. It's either like the garlic or onion that's still like aroma or whatever in my mouth. But other than that, I mean, it was a luxury trying it,
Yeah. But
this is on point. I mean,
what I'm happy with, guys, I was really pleased with this. I was so pleased.
I like the color and the texture. Like I can't really get my sauces to that.
We have different processes.
Yeah, I know, definitely.
Each one works for what it is, but we definitely make sauces differently.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hey, double batch this one, Jay. I was pretty pleased with the first batch, so I went ahead and made another one. Hey, Anybody have further questions on Cloudberry Habanero Luxury? Hey, write us messages here on the pen, and we'll get back to you on that. And Jay and I will have plenty of new stuff coming up. Pepper season coming up again.
Yeah, definitely.
Garden season. We'll have some more exotic peppers available once again. So hey, a lot of sauce making is going to be happening here. 2013 on the panel, and hey, this is just the beginning. This is just the birth pangs of what's waiting. So
it's going to be crazy, colorful.
So all right, guys. Hey, we're going to wrap it. We're going to see you guys next time. Say prayers, read your Bibles, and we'll catch you next show. Bye bye.